Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where I'm not going to screw up the menu roulette with the UI hidden again. We've got Whisper from the Yokai Watch event. Alright then. Today it is time to continue our Astrologian quest with level 52. Hello there, Janakanar. Word at the Athenaeum Astrologicum is that Janakanar has begun preparations for a journey. Oh? I have good news and bad news. The good news is, preparations for the symposium on Charlian astrology have been progressing smoothly, as we have expectedly encountered very little resistance from the Vault. They have even gone to the trouble of securing us a spacious venue for the event. The bad news is, the spacious venue in question lies in Falcon's Nest. Lest you wonder, I speak of the same frigid building site in the middle of nowhere that you will doubtless have heard so many good things about. Yes, my friend, that Falcon's Nest. Yet I suppose this may be a blessing in disguise. I am just not certain what that blessing may be. Perhaps we should all make for the hamlet and see. I rather like Falcon's Nest personally. Yes, it's still rebuilding after everything that happened in the Calamity, but it's a lovely little town. And you will do well not to shit-talk it, Janakanar? You're not exactly winning any points from me? Alright then, let's get out to Falcon's Nest and scout it out with him. Alright, Janakanar, where have you ended up? Over here? Hello there. Yeah, see, this doesn't look so bad. Greetings, Sator. It appears that not only is our symposium to be held in a tiny hamlet moms away from civilization, crawling with people who cannot even spell astrology, let alone grasp how it works, but that no one in the whole town has even been informed of our arrival. The three of us have been spending the last spell speaking with whomever will listen, inviting them to attend the event, so at least we won't be speaking to an empty forum. Oh, worry not, my friend, we have saved the Northern District just for you. Okay, I'm starting to see the actual issue you have with this. That's fair. That is a much more fair issue. I would have thought that Ishgard would be inviting people to come to Falcon's Nest for the symposium, but the implication is very clear that that is not happening at all. Hi, yes, we're doing a symposium on astrology. Would you like to attend? Charlian astrology, eh? You a heretic? Because you're talking like one. There's only one kind of astrology in Ishgard, and it ain't the heathen kind. Considering as you're an unbeliever, I suppose the knights might allow you to yap and yammer, but cause too much commotion and you'll be disappeared like that other lad. Now when was that? Bloody heretics. An outrider, and his wounds look deep. Is there a cutter nearby? Well, crap. Also, disappeared? My opinion of Ishgard falls by the moment. Ah, wait, you want aspected benefit to heal you. Got it. What is this sorcery? My cuts. They knit themselves. Are you a healer, adventurer? If so, I have another request of you. There were others in my scouting party. We were all wounded. Some of us more gravely than others. I fear that my fellow knights may be in grave danger. Would you seek them out and tend to them as you did me? I will report to Sir Redwald, but fear that by the time he can muster reinforcements, several men will have perished. You seeing the merits of astrology now? Did you see his wounds last? If that poor bugger was the only one of his party to make it back to Falcon's Nest, I shudder to think of the condition of the others. You must hurry, healer, or the wolves will eat well tonight. Are you seeing, perhaps, the benefits of Charlian astrology, sir? Alright, well, can't change their mind with words, we'll change their minds with actions. And if they still refuse, then that's on them. Alright, quickly, how far out did they go? Ooh, all the way across the bridge. Alright, let's hop back onto the main road then. No, you go away, Deep Eye. I'm in a hurry, I've got people to heal. Really, our minion today by the minion roulette is Whisper. Our mount today is the Whisper A-Go-Go from the Mount Roulette. I feel like it's trying to tell me to go play Yokai Watch. Or maybe there's just enough rewards from the Yokai Watch event that they're going to overwhelm all the roulettes. Okay, just a little further north, jumps up along the path, and we'll be there. Making as quick of time as we can. I hope everybody's still fine. Don't mind me just rushing to your aid in this little go-kart. We've got one here. Oh, hello there. Oh, I did not need to do that. I meant to switch over to my AoE hotbars. There we go. Now let's get blasting. One down nice and quick. Surprised the swordsman went down so quickly, but perhaps the mages have magic resistant armor. Okay, you alright? I thank you, adventurer. I shall tell the Fury of your kindness when I kneel before her at the gates to... No, we'll have none of that. You're not dying here. How did you... It is as if I was never dealt a single wound. What manner of magics do you wield, friend? Charlian astrology. Astromancy, but I thought the star served only to grant us insight into the Horde's movements. Why are there not more astrologians in the field? You and your companions are in Falcon's Nest to discuss that very topic. Perhaps I can persuade others in the garrison to attend. Now I must hurry back to the hamlet. My captain will want a full report of the day's happenings. Finally, somebody listened to us! Shame that we only found the one. Implication being the others are dead, but hey, we saved two! That's a victory! Alright, I'll meet you back at Falcon's Nest. Alright, made it safely back to Falcon's Nest. Not a single enemy attacked me on the way. Very polite of them. They all know to fear me and my astromancy. Alright, Jenica Nar, hello there. Where have you been? When you did not return, we visited the northern gates and found the area astir with night activity. You left the hamlet to aid wounded scouts. You could have been killed, or eaten, or killed then eaten, or eaten then killed. I think that last one's a little bit redundant. What is this? You say your display of astromancy has impressed the knights into attending our event? This may work to our advantage. If the knights begin clamoring for astrologians to be assigned to their ranks, then the seam may just listen. Let us find these good men and inform them that the symposium is about to commence. I mean, work to our advantage. Isn't this the point? Isn't this the point so that we can support them in the field? So that less people have to die? You say that like we're using them, but like, this is our goal. Thall's hoar-frosted balls, not a single person came. I told you this was a terrible plan. Use the confusion from the jam-packed symposium to approach the target, she says. You'll have her out of the hamlet before her companions even know she's gone, she says. Even a blind babe could have seen that no one would gather for a talk on astrology in the middle of swiving. Ah, the astrologian who tended to my wound, you motherfucker! As you can see, both me and my fellow knights have made swift recoveries. Thanks to your wonderful magics, of course. Aha. Reinforcements from the garrison never arrived. Oh, yes, I spoke with Sir Redwald myself. Perhaps he felt there was no need for reinforcements after I convinced him what an able healer you were. Yes, that is it. That is most certainly the reason, yes. And as much as we would like to attend, the captain has already assigned us to another mission. I apologize to you and your companions. Perhaps we can make the next symposium. Carry on, then. Fun fact, swiving is an old word for fuck. So they literally just said fucking. I love how they get shit past the censors. Hey, Lviva, sorry, but the only people who wanted to attend were the people trying to kidnap you, so this is a bust. They weren't very quiet about it either. Well, that is that then. The vault wins. Do not think of it as such, Lady Lviva. There's but one hurdle we must leap. The vault wants us to stop and turn around, but they will continue placing hurdles before us until we do. But we cannot let that discourage us. We must carry on until we reach our destination, or they run out of hurdles. Ha! You cry over hurdles. You know not how lucky you were. Did you come for the symposium? No, I wouldn't let anyone see me at that gathering. I'd be branded a heretic and sent a witch drop. Or worse, they'd just slit my throat and toss me out to the beasts. Like as they did for that other astrologian from the old world. That was mentioned a while ago. The other astrologian, when was this? When you reach my age, all the summers melt together. My hair still had color, so it must have been at least a score. Mayhap more, mayhap less. Shit, that would have been... I'm so sorry, Laviva. There was an astrologian who was... But it was long ago. It could not have been anyone you knew. Jenna Kanar? Shut the fuck up! We cannot dwell on the past. We must needs find a way to interpret the cards we have been dealt, so that they might benefit the present. Our present. No, it could not have been anyone I knew. I never had the chance to... Oh no! Give her a hug! Oh no! Ishgard sucks! Why are we helping them? Oh god, maybe we should let the dragons win. You are right, Janikanar. We mustn't let the vault or bandits or closed minds prevent us from achieving what we came here for. The stars will point the way. And we will help the people of Ishgard see that as well. Unfortunately, if the stars represent our future, well, our future sure is cloudy right now. But yeah, maybe we should let the dragons win. Jesus Christ, I hate Ishgard. This place sucks. Like, this is like approaching Ul'dah levels of bad, just in a different way. Alright, I'll meet you back at the Athenium Astrologicum. Alright, Janikanar. Shit's looking bad. How are you? What's the next plan? Lady Laviva did not take the old man's recollection of the slain astrologian well at all. I understand the hearing of a fellow colleague's death might unnerve someone, but you would think she had lost her father. Janikanar, I want you to stop and think about what you just said. Those last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 words you said. The last 9 words you say. What did you just say? Oh, Janikanar, what have you done? I will not live down this offense. You see, the astrologian of whom the old man spoke, it so happens that I knew him well. His name was Rufin, and he was my friend and confidant when I studied in Charlian. My only friend. He followed me back to Ishgard when my stay in the city-state was cut short by the Exodus. His dream was to rekindle interest in the forgotten techniques which gave rise to Ishgardian astrology. But this was a time when the Holy See was even more opposed to foreign ideas than they are now. That evening I discovered him bleeding at the burrow was one of the saddest in my life. But even at the hour of his death, Rufin remained strong, and he made me promise that I would not let his dream fade because of the closed-minded. Not that it has gone particularly well thus far. Yet perhaps if we reach a greater accord with the stars, they will show us the way forward. Yes, that sounds likely. You are really keeping your spirits up. Alright then. Bummer! Bummer quest! Let's go! Next time on Final Fantasy XIV, more main story! Actually, we are rapidly coming up on the end of the first third of Heavensward. I will see everyone next time as we try to deal with the little Noth Primal problem we've had. God damn it, why did they have to summon a Primal? I'll see everyone next time for that.